Good morning. It is Monday, February 11th, and welcome to the very first broadcast of the PantherNews Network, Spring 2019. I'm Chaz Nolan.
I'm Haley Spivey.
And I'm Jalen Spites.
And here's what's going on today. A school district in Long Island, New York says it has taken appropriate action against teachers at a middle school for the display of racially offensive images in the classroom. There was a photo collage on display in a classroom that featured images of two nooses under the term back to school necklaces. The words "ha" and #yes appeared on the photo as well. In a statement this weekend, the Roosevelt School District said that they are aware of the inappropriate conduct of an isolated group of teachers at Roosevelt Middle School. A pastor at Mount Sinai Baptist Church Cathedral in Roosevelt, Arthur Mackey Jr., shared the photo on Facebook, which was shared with him by a teacher at the school who is of color. Mackey says, "Once that was brought to my attention and I saw the picture, we knew that we had to stand up and inform the public." After confirming the validity of the matter with other teachers at the school, he contacted administrators. As of the 2017-2018 school year, Roosevelt Middle School student body consists of 55% Hispanic or Latino students and about 45% Black or African American students, according to the New York State Education Department. The district also stated that the Board of Education was made aware of this incident and an investigation was immediately initiated and appropriate action was taken.
A man is accused of stealing an elderly couple's car in the middle of the night while they were asleep and returning it before they woke up. Police said the man used the couple's van as a gateway car in the other vehicle's break-ins. Beverly Harvard, who lived in the Pinehurst neighborhood for 40 years, said she misplaced the spare keys and started noticing changes with her vehicle. The seat was pulled back and the mirrors were adjusted. She says she started tracking her vehicle's mileage, which was also changing. Beverly said, "Somebody's driving my car and bringing it back. I'm not crazy." Friday night, authorities arrested Michael Armando Lopez after they caught him in the Harvard's car. Deputies said when they tried to stop him, he sped off and crashed into a pole. Now, the Harvards are left without a vehicle, which was designed for Beverly's disabled husband, Rick. "I had to cancel his doctor's appointments," she said. "I hope he's satisfied that he took advantage of an elderly person that's very sick that can be transported to go anywhere." Deputies say taking the car isn't the only crime Lopez committed. Surveillance videos captured a man who investigators believe to be Lopez going through cars in the couple's neighborhood. During the several nights Lopez took the Harvard's van, he also burglarized other neighborhood cars.
Wells Fargo customers were unable to use the bank's online service, app, and debit cards Thursday due to a power shutdown. The bank tweeted on Thursday morning, "We're experiencing system issues due to a power shutdown at one of our facilities, initiated after smoke was detected following routine maintenance. We're working to restore services as soon as possible. We apologize for the inconvenience." Users took to Twitter complaining about not being able to access the bank's website and app. They started experiencing the issues around 3:30 a.m. Pacific time. This was the second time in a week Wells Fargo customers had an issue accessing the bank's online system. The bank apologized on Friday, February 1st, about the system outage. The banking company announced via Twitter on Sunday that most systems and services have now been restored, though customers may experience some intermittent outages as we return to full operations. And we'll be back with a message from our final reporter on the John B. Coleman Library here on campus.
At Prairie View A&M University, we've been igniting passion in students for more than 140 years. It's about inspiration. It's about global influence. It's about self-expression and individuality. It's about trailblazing a path of excellence. It's about engaging in the greater community. Above all, it's about helping you realize your dreams. Ignite your passion. Experience Prairie View A&M University. Prairie View A&M University. We've been igniting passion in students for more than 140 years. It's about inspiration. It's about global influence. It's about self-expression and individuality. It's about trailblazing a path of excellence. It's about engaging in the greater community. Above all, it's about helping you realize your dreams. Ignite your passion. Experience Prairie View A&M University.
Reporter. That was the commercial.
Okay.
So when they come back home, say that.
Be like, welcome back, a message from our field reporter.
Do I go into commercial at any time today? Do I go into commercial? You don't know?
Go ahead.
Welcome back. A message from our field reporter on the John B. Coleman Library here on campus.
At Prairie View A&M University, there is a certain department on campus that is often overlooked but is a very valuable resource to the students here. The Special Collections Archives Department resides on the 5th floor of the John B. Coleman Library. This library is a sacred power symbol of Prairie View's hard-working students. The library is placed in the middle of campus. The giant brick structure holds 5 floors that tower over the entire campus, creating somewhat of a tourist spot. In order to reach the archives department, you must take one of the elevators that travel to the 5th floor. Once arrived, you are requested to sign in at the front desk, and then the magic ensues.
The archives department has helped me a lot. You learn about PV, you learn about the history. You actually gain some appreciation about PV. You learn how important PV is to white culture and how you can leave your own stamp on PV, and people from the future can look back and improve their future.
We have several special collections. Everything used in-house, you need your ID or your driver's license to access. Is open to the public, so it's not just to the campus population, but to anyone. We have
The Special Collections Archives Department is open Monday through Friday from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. So students, please take advantage. For PVAMU-TV, this is Tyler Hayes signing off.
Thank you, Tyler, for that message. Confirmed by the Houston Health Department on Saturday, there have been 7 cases of mumps at an Immigration and Customs Enforcement facility in Houston, Texas. All 7 patients are adults who were detained during their infectious period, and the health department said that there is no evidence that they spread outside of the facility. Chances are that some of the folks did become infected while they were there because it's like any other detention facility. You have a large number of people in a small area. Houston Public Health Authority Dr. David Pearce told KHOU, "We have very, very, very low levels of mumps in the United States. So while this number of 7 is small for this community, that's an upstick, so that's one reason why it has our attention." While they don't anticipate more cases, Pearce told KHOU that mumps is a highly treatable illness with a recovery of about 10 days. According to the health department, mumps are highly contagious, but is preventable with vaccines. The symptoms usually start off with a few days of fever, headache, muscles, aches, tiredness, and the loss of appetite. Currently, there is only 1 person sick that began showing symptoms on February 3rd. The rest of those infected have been cured.
Several pedestrians hit by a vehicle attempting to flee Henderson police. Henderson police say they attempted to stop a vehicle with stolen plates around 1:30 p.m. this afternoon near Collins Drive and Westminster Way, near Big Holder Boulevard. The vehicle fled from officers, and shortly after it struck several pedestrians at Lake Mid Parkway and Boulder Highway. They spoke to a man who says he was walking in an intersection when this happened. He says some of the people who were hit were not looking too good. Now we're hoping to get updated information from police soon. Multiple victims were transported to Sunrise Hospital, but their current condition is unknown. Officers say the driver fled the scene after striking the pedestrians, but couldn't confirm his current whereabouts or if he had been taken into custody. Henderson police are still actively working at the scene and gathering more information.
Authorities have arrested 6 people suspected of shipping almost 2 tons of drugs from Los Angeles to Australia concealed in a shipment of speakers. In a joint operation between U.S. and Australian federal authorities, 1.7 tons of artfully concealed methamphetamine, cocaine, and heroin was intercepted last month, according to U.S. Customs and Border Protection. Australian federal police on Thursday arrested 2 American citizens and 4 Australian citizens, allegedly involved in conducting the record-making shipment. The drugs were hidden in metal boxes labeled single loudspeakers and were in 3 containers targeted for inspection. They were seized at the Los Angeles Long Beach seaport on January 11th. The contents included 3,810 pounds of meth, 55.9 pounds of cocaine, and 11.5 pounds of heroin. Officials estimated the street value at $900 million. Authorities said it was the largest seizure of meth ever. American authorities became aware of the shipment after a tip from Australian agents about a planned drug importation by a smuggling group operating in California.
A man who was charged Sunday with killing a Milwaukee officer during a drug raid on his home told investigators that he didn't realize it was the police trying to break down his door. Authorities said Jordan P. Frinke, 26, is charged with first-degree intentional homicide and other crimes in a fatal shooting of 35-year-old Officer Matthew Rittner. The officer was a part of a tactical unit trying to serve a warrant to serve the home for illegal drugs and weapons on Wednesday morning. According to the criminal complaint, police announced their presence several times and said they had a search warrant, and an officer yelled police right before Freaky fired 4 rounds through a hole in the wall in the door that Rittner had made from a battering ram. Rittner died of a gunshot wound to the chest. Freaky was in bed with his girlfriend when they were awoken by the loud noise and yelling. He told investigators that he never heard anyone yell search warrant. He said he thought he heard someone say police, but didn't think it was an actual police trying to break into his home.
I think this is 7 adult detainees at a Houston Immigration and Customs Enforcement facility have mumps, Houston Health Department officials confirmed Saturday. Officials say there is no evidence anyone outside the facility has been infected by the contagious disease that causes swollen glands. Since these individuals were isolated inside the facility during the period they were infectious, we do not anticipate these cases posing a threat to the community, according to a statement by David Purse, the physician director of Houston's Emergency Medical Services. Mumps usually causes symptoms including fever, headache, tiredness, and swollen glands under the ears or jaw for 7 to 10 days, the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention says. It can easily spread through coughing and sneezing. The Houston Health Department says it will conduct an on-site visit of the facility in coming days and is providing guidance to the ICE facility on infection control methods.
The Real Daytime Show is doing a remote taping at the main campus on February 13th, 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. to celebrate our rich history, fabulous staff, and amazing students. The host will chat with PVAMU audience members who will have the chance to play games for cash prizes and lots of real swag. Wristbands to attend will be available February 12th, noon through 2 p.m.
In addition to Prairie View News today, there will be an exhibit by the Houston Museum of African American Culture. The exhibit will be showcased at the PVAMU Northwest Houston Center from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. until February 16th. In honor of our ancestors and to gain more knowledge, this would be the perfect way to spend a day celebrating Black History Month. You do not want to miss this event.
It's warmed up today after a cold, rainy weekend. Today, expect a high of 70 and a low of 48. We'll be back with more news after the commercial break.
Since the start of the semester, the television network has produced multiple television shows such as Roundtable Talk, PantherNews Network, and Zone 4. Each show is hosted by communication students who desire to go into the television industry. With the help of Prairie View professor Teresa Dalves, students have taken on roles such as directors, producers, floor managers, audio engineers, and more. Graduating senior Marshella Thomas serves as the associate producer.
PVAMU-TV means a lot to me. First, I would say that it means culture. It's a culture. I love the fact that Professor Teresa Dalves has beautiful space where individuals can come in and be themselves, be all types of creative versions of themselves. I love the studio because it teaches you not only if you want to host, it teaches you in front of the camera, but behind the scenes and what it's like to run a production. And it's a big job. It's a big job, but it teaches you a lot about the industry. It teaches you how to be a leader. It teaches you how to be a mentor.
Marshayla graduates in December but hopes the network will go on to do great things. As the fall semester comes to an end, more students are interested in joining the PVAMU-TV crew for the upcoming spring semester.
We're always looking for people to add to our family, so come on.
Reporting live from Prairie View A&M University for PVAMU-TV, I'm Lamondre Johnson.
Thank you, Lamondre. Today is National Make a Friend Day, so go out, be nice, and make you some new and good friends. Thank you for watching the Panther News Network. We will see you tomorrow.